the real deal, Daniels.
So we welcome to the pit the showman, an absolute knockout artist that is Raymond Daniels. If you haven't seen this guy fight, you're in for a treat. He is notorious for absolutely brutal knockout finishes, highlight after highlight. He has 22 clean knockouts in pro kickboxing. He absolutely dominated the sport karate scene in the United States, and then he went on to other organizations like Glory, Bellator Kickboxing, and just absolutely dominated there as well. He is a showman, as you can tell, but look, he's known mostly for just incredible dynamism. A lot of tornado kicks, you know, 360s, 720s, 540s, you name it, this guy can throw it, and you never know what strike is coming off the back of all of that movement. It's fantastic subterfuge before he just connects to your head and puts you to sleep. Extremely excited for this one.
Listen, when I saw him jumping in the air, making a 720 and then knocking an opponent out with the right hook, what just happened? If he kicks somebody and somebody catches the kick, he'll jump up, and with the other leg he will knock him out. Yeah. That's the most amazing, crazy things you've ever seen.
His main weapon is spinning back kick, spinning punch. Everything spinning is incredible. And he's a great showman. He's very charismatic, and he does a great show as well.
Franklin,
wow,
the Bullet, Mina.
So the man who has decided he is going to step up and be the first person to try and derail Raymond Daniels' karate combat hype train is Franklin Mina from Ecuador. He's 35 years old, and he said he's feeling very ready for this big fight. He said the only pressure on him is for him to win for himself and his country. His plan is to come in and fight very hard from the beginning. He knows his opponent's dangerous, but he said he mustn't get too cocky because he's going to look for a round one knockout. He said he's back at 100% and ready to give everything he's got, and then he will feel at peace after a perhaps slightly disappointing performance by his standards last time out. 3-2 is his karate combat record. We've seen him, you know, 5 times before. He's picked up some good decision wins. What we haven't seen, I mean, including, he had a good match, although he ultimately lost it to our former champion Shaheen Atamov. But boy, would a win over Raymond Daniels put him right back on track.
Torpedo back up, and you don't get a nickname Bullet for nothing, right? I mean, he's super fast.
Oh yeah, and there's nobody who's invincible, guys. You know? Exactly. It's always a danger.
So here we see Raymond Daniels, tail of the tape, 41 years old. Now I just want to point out 185 pounds. His typical fight weight is 165. But he took this fight on slightly short notice in order to jump into the pit as fast as possible. So it's a 185 tonight. We're going to see him make his way back down to his natural 165 after that. The Bullet, Franklin Mina, you see that 3-2 record, 35 years old. From Ecuador, Shotokan specialist, considerably shorter, 3 inches shorter than Raymond Daniels.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Karate Combat 35 is brought to you by Manscaped, the right tools for the job. Use code KC20 for 20% off. Log on to manscaped.com now and enter the code KC20 at checkout.
Guys, I'm curious, but at the same time a little bit worried to see how the Raymond fighting at that weight class will be. Because it's not his usual weight class. I think he's used to fight in a lighter weight class, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if that affects his speed.
Exactly, and his stamina especially. Because he's carrying a lot of weight on his body.
Look at that his mind is thinking ahead of his body. He can see things, and then he goes.
I'm already like amazed at how fast he's moving.
Oh yeah, his footwork is a different level.
Wow. I mean, I've got to try and put some words to what's happening here, but I'm mesmerized already. A lot of movement already, as you pointed out, George. His footwork is something else.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost he just moves too fast for the opponent to appreciate what's happening, and then they're hit.
Mina's doing a good job in moving, and don't stand still, you know, don't give him a still target.
Exactly.
Okay, so look, you know Raymond Daniels is going to throw these big spinning kicks, cover a lot of distance. What do you have to do to shut that down?
Well, exactly what he just did now, to use the takedowns when he's close to him. Be all the way out or all the way in. Don't stay in the mid-range or even outside a little bit of the mid-range, because Raymond he's got an incredible timing. You see how fast he's blitzing.
Forward,
it's incredible.
Yes.
Oh, he did tell us he would look for some knee taps to some strikes.
Don't pick up the single. Catch the leg, don't pick it up. Understand? Come on, man, let's go.
Your referee, Mark Goddard, laying down the law for this one. Seen a lot of straight line blitzes from Raymond Daniels so far, not too many spinning attacks. Only 2 minutes in, though.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful
Good
kick.
knee up the middle. And it's so unchoreographed. You just don't know what's coming.
You see what he did? He gave him an opening, and then he caught him with a back kick. He knew that he was going to take the opening.
However, guys, it's very flamboyant, but it takes a lot of energy out of it.
Sure.
Yep.
If he goes to the third round, maybe it's going to be hard for him if
Yeah,
you keep fighting at this pace, at this rhythm.
Yeah, with 20 pounds extra than above your fight weight.
Yes, and he's doing a lot of spinning, a lot of very powerful motion, you know. However, Raymond Daniel, he only just need one good opportunity to finish his opponent. That's the thing with him.
He's looking at the clock. Raymond.
Yeah, Mina's done a good job of firing back occasionally.
He's great in keeping moving. It's a very smart thing that Mina's doing.
So an interesting first round in the books there. A lot of movement from Raymond Daniels, landing some good strikes, but Mina still throwing back as well.
Yeah, Mina was very smart. He used a great strategy. He didn't want to engage with Raymond too much, and when Raymond overcommits, he grabbed Raymond and put him down. However, Raymond was able, I believe, to land the better strike so far.
Yeah, I think. Let's take a look back at some of the replays here.
The one in the corner, I really like that. Oh, that's a nice kick to the midsection there. But Mina firing back right away.
It almost looked like Mina's strategy is to bring Raymond Daniel in the deep water in the later round.
Now we can see Colby Northcutt Daniels, fighter with 1FC in the crowd. She is, of course, the wife of Raymond Daniels.
Raymond!
Mark Goddard just telling Raymond Daniels his minute rest is up and he needs to get back to work now. Congratulations to Colby and Raymond. They have a 3-month-old daughter named Rhea Avery, who hopefully is tucked up safe at home while her dad goes to work here, and that's a huge left kick to the liver.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, and he is hurt. Big flurry.
I think that was maybe a mistake from Raymond. He should have kept punching Mina's. He might have been able to stop the fight.
But now the body is hurt, so you better back kicks to the body. Everything's going to come now.
Yeah, well,
or if you're smart, go for the head.
Let's see how long he gives Mina to recover here.
You got some time.
I mean, I'm sure he does also want the knockout bonus rather than just the TKO stoppage.
Oh, look at that. How crazy was that? And that's so smart after a body kick going to the head, because the opponent is attacking and defending the body now and expecting a body kick.
So Daniels moving around in the center of the pit here. Good work from Mina to keep the range and circle out. That was a good exchange for him.
Raymond Daniels got incredible kicks. You know, his kicks is his bread and butter.
Another corner. That's a nice punch there. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you can't do that when he's got to be against the wall and not on the floor.
Stand up. Look at me. You can't kick a down fighter. You cannot kick, nowhere. Don't wheel kick, don't kick a down fighter. Turn around. No, look over, turn around. Raymond, turn around.
Oh, he's got to be careful here.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can kick a fighter if their back is against our 45-degree angled pit wall, but when they're downed on the canvas floor like that, you cannot.
He's taking a few deep breaths. If I was Mina, I would come. But very careful.
Yeah, that was, I think, an accidental low blow a little bit. Mina not too concerned, though. 30 seconds left in this second round. Good shots on the counter from Daniels.
20 seconds. When you see Raymond Daniels fights, things are going so quick. It's just incredible. We're always on the edge of our seat, you know, like.
As you say, it's hard to sometimes put into context what he's doing here, and you just got to get mesmerized by it. But we'll give it a go. Closing round seconds of round number 2. Raymond Daniels back up very quickly to his seat. Right, so guys, if you're in the corner of Franklin Mina, what are you saying now?
Pushing.
Yeah, push the pressure and try to find ways that you maybe close the distance and even use takedown. Put Raymond Daniels down and use some 5-second ground and pound, and then it can create opportunities standing up.
And that was the body shot that really did the damage. It was up at the knee
Look what
almost.
he's doing.
I believe he could have finished. Maybe he could have finished the fight if he would have kept punching his opponent on the floor with this ground and pound.
Yep. But the way he circled around him using the wall, right?
Used the wall to just get behind the guy.
Unreal.
What a fantastic bout this is so far. Raymond Daniels back down into the pit. Everything you'd hoped for so far, guys?
No kicks to the body up.
I'm going to take that as a yes then.
He's getting
totally
warned.
transfixed.
He's getting warned because the referee warned him to not kick his opponent when he's down.
Yeah, he has got to be careful. He doesn't want a point deduction on this third and final round. Raymond Daniels in the white pants, black pants for Franklin Mina. And despite a lot of movement, it's not been completely one-sided for Raymond Daniels so far, and that's a good kick from Mina.
That's another thing that he can do.
He did it right away back. And he smiled at him. Yeah,
What
Mina's
Raymond
playing
Daniels is trying to do right now is to create an opportunity. He wants his opponent to go first, so he can go in second. So he wants Mina to attack. You want to bait him to attack, then he can go and counter punch him.
Well, Mina is hanging back a lot of the time here. Oh, and Mina getting some ground and pound of his own in. Minute 50 left here.
Yes, he's a lot of fake.
Raymond Daniels again with the center of the pit here. Remember, let us know what you think on the Karate Combat socials. Follow Karate Combat to learn more about upcoming events and keep up with all our karatekas on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and Facebook. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can see all of the previous Karate Combat events for free.
Nice kick there. Good turn from Mina. He's still in the fight, 100%.
What Mina is doing right now is kind of disengaged. He doesn't really want to engage with Raymond Daniels, you know? And Raymond in the other way, in the other hand, he knows that if he tried to pursue Mina too much, he might overcommit. So
Yeah, we're down to the last 40 seconds here.
however, in the book is Raymond Daniel is winning the fight so far. So it's up to Mina to try to do something to change the fight.
It's interesting, we haven't really seen many of the spinning kicks at all here. It's been that left kick off the blitz that's done a lot of the damage. Final 15 seconds. Well, we're going to go to a likely judge's decision here. A lot of work done by Raymond Daniels in that bout.
Yeah, it was a lot of energy spent, especially in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely.
All those spinning kicks and crazy explosive movement.
I'm sure he'll feel a lot better when he's finally back down at
It's hard
165.
It's hard too for him. You know, he's carrying more weight than he normally does, and he's also fighting in a different environment. In the pit, it's completely different.
Absolutely. So we have got a unanimous decision has been rendered by the judges.
Good job. I know.
Let's go back down into the pit here and get the official decision.
Your winner in a unanimous decision in the blue corner, Raymond, the real deal, Daniels.
So the win goes the way of Raymond Daniels in his debut. Expected perhaps, but frankly Mina putting up an excellent fight indeed. There we see Raymond's wife, Colby, in the crowd here tonight.
Mina fought a smart fight to avoid the damage, but not a fight that will lead him to win, you know, especially against Raymond Daniels.
Absolutely. Let's see how Raymond Daniels felt about that one. He is pitside with Alex Wendling.
Raymond, the real deal, the human highlight reel. And man, it was a back and forth battle. You were pressuring forward. Were you a little bit frustrated that he was evading your pressure?
I was definitely a little bit frustrated, but first and foremost, I'd like to give glory to God because through him, all things are possible. I'd just like to mention to everybody in here, I went to perform a little better than that, but that performance yet and still was for a great friend of mine, Elijah Everhill. He just lost his mother recently. Elijah, I love you, mate. He's all over in the UK. So everybody in here, if you have a mom or a dad or grandparents, make sure you call them after tonight and tell them that you love them because you never know when it might be that last phone call. So if you guys could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it.
That was a beautiful message. You have your beautiful wife here tonight. You should be proud of that win, even if you were looking for the knockout. There's so much support for you here tonight. How do you feel about your first time in the pit?
Oh, I felt amazing. I mean, frankly, Mina, I understood his movement. I didn't think he was going to be able to move as quick as he was. And it was a little frustrating because it's been a while off for me. I had a really short camp, so I really wanted to hit somebody, but he kept moving. So I'm like, oh! So I apologize. I didn't give you guys my highlight. My Showtime reels, which as you can see during the fight I was going for. It just didn't pan out how I wanted it to, but I promise you, this is only my first event here, my debut. I promise I'll get better when I come back even stronger and give you guys the highlights that you're looking for.
Well, we can't wait to see you back in the pit, but how soon could we see you back?
Oh, I can be as soon as back as the next event. I felt great. I didn't take any damage. To be honest, this camp was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's why I fought a heavier weight class. Normally, I'm in a 165 weight class, so this one I fought upper weight just to make sure I could be here. Thank you guys all for coming out. Who came out to see RD up in the building? Did y'all come out to see RD? I appreciate the love. Sport Karate Family Martial Artists, I love you guys. Thank you for the support. We're about to take Karate Combat to a whole new level. Hey.
Thank you, Raymond Daniels. Congratulations.
That was elegant artistry. You know, when you see these martial artists do these amazing things, or an exceptional martial artist like Raymond Daniels, you'd be forgiven for thinking it's a natural talent or God-given gifts. But it isn't. It's hard work. It's a lifetime of dedication and improvement. That's who Raymond Daniels is, and it's important to him that people see that. It is effort. There is a formula to it. Talent multiplied by effort equals skill, and skill multiplied by effort equals achievement. You notice effort counts twice. It is a lifetime of work that has created this very special martial artist, and it was an incredible privilege to see him here in the Karate Combat Pit.
Thank you, Robin Black, for breaking that down for us. Bas, George, we'll have a look back at some of the highlights over the top of what we're saying. Give us your closing thoughts on Raymond Daniels' debut here.
Well, great debut. I mean, I know deep down inside he wanted to finish with a highlight reel, but things doesn't always go like this, and you need to have a good dance partner that wants to fight as well. And Mina, in a way, fought a very smart fight by avoiding the damage, but not so smart if you wanted to come here and cause a surprise and win, you know?
Now, Bas, I want you to take a look at these, because these are the stats that we have for Raymond Daniels. What do you think of the one-sidedness in that?
Wow, yeah, that's a big one. That's everything. He doubled it up. You know, way more than double. I mean, 32 versus 9 in total strikes. The takedown from Mina was there, but yeah, he was totally controlled. You could tell that he was frustrated by the movement of Mina. Mina did a phenomenal job by doing that, because he never did that before, but he's been watching tape, and he goes like, yeah, I'm not gonna stand still. Moving target is simple, always harder to hit.
He's a scary guy to fight, you know, Raymond Daniels. He's doing stuff that no one can do. So it's hard to have a training partner that can replicate what he's doing. So I can understand from Mina's perspective, it's very hard and scary to fight a guy like Raymond Daniels, especially in a competition like Karate Combat.